I have some mini slimline triple diamond cards to share with you today. Come on in.
Hello everybody, it's Julia Laird with Senior Susie Stamps. Today I want to show you some triple diamond cards, and I was inspired by a YouTube channel called Iced Images. There'll be a link below. So come on and let's get started with these cute cards. I know you're going to love them. These sweet little cards all start with the same basis. They will all fit in a number 7 coin envelope, which is a mini slimline envelope. And they have 3 diamonds that are glued together. I'm going to show you in just a minute, but I thought we'd look at these very quickly. Here's another one. Now on this one, the centerpiece is back behind these two. And on this one, the centerpiece is on top. And the only difference in that is how you put them together. This one, the centerpiece, the center diamond is on the top. And on this one as well. So now you start your project for a mini slimline size with 4 squares that are 2 1/8 inch square. Now I have taken some cardstock designer paper and put on the tops of 3 of these, and they measure 2 by 2 inch square. This last square is what makes the stand in the back, so I'm going to show you how to do that by bringing in my scoreboard. And you'll notice I have lines on my scoreboard, and it's specifically for lining up stuff so that I can figure out where this bottom point is. So I've got that on the line, and I'm going to put my score line right there on the diagonal. And then when you fold it, it folds just right. There's one more little piece here, and this is a 1 1/2 inch square. We're going to do the same kind of scoring on that. We're going to score it on the diagonal. And then I'm going to move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put another little score line. Because I'm right-handed, I'm going to flip that around. Check my score, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And all we're doing here is making a little stopper mechanism so that these won't lay flat on you when you want to stand them up. And we'll fold that in half, and then we'll fold these little ears back on each other so that basically you have a little piece that looks kind of like that. So I'm going to set that aside for right now and get my scoreboard out of the way. Now last week we did some pinwheel cards, and what I find is my little pinwheel template is extremely helpful for putting these cards together. And today I want the center to go to the back, so I'm going to make it that way. And you'll notice here that I am lining up my little points on this first diamond so that they go on the cross hatches. These little templates, incidentally, are available over on the Facebook page, or you can make your own very simply by just taking a square piece of paper and drawing your diagonals and then drawing your halfway points. They should meet exactly in the middle. Okay, sorry about that little sidetrack. Sometimes I just have to go down the road when I meet it. Now, I'm going to take a little strip of washi tape just to help hold it while I'm gluing stuff in. Right like that. Now, when you're gluing, all you have to glue is this little square here and this little square here. You don't want to extend it all over. So I'm going to put my first layer of glue down here. And then I'm going to bring my little second piece in, paying attention. I want the designer paper on these all going the same way, because the top layer is going to be kind of busy, and I have already got it a little over busy probably anyway. And then I'm going to put my glue here on the same area. And if you use this little pinwheel template to set this up, you should be just perfectly in the middle right there. And your points should all line up nicely then. So there we go. Now we're going to flip this over and put our stand on the back, and I'm going to fold it in half, and I probably should burnish that in well. This is a little lighter weight cardstock than I normally use, and so it doesn't have to be burnished quite as much as that heavyweight white cardstock does. And we're going to put glue on just half of the stand and put it on the bottom in the center so that everything just lines up with that center square there. Now, the reason we fixed this little piece is because some of these cards will just kind of flatten out like that. They won't kind of stay standing up. And what I've had to do on most of them is fix a little gusset in the back. Here you can see these little prototypes that I've got. They've all got a little tiny little strip in there. And so if you fix it this way, you put glue on just one of these little small triangles at a time. And then you put your little diagonal piece where it can bring it on down where it lines up now, like this. And there. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to put a little bit of glue on that little small triangle and bend it back and fold this one down to it. There. And what that does, it prevents your little stand from opening up where your card will flop over, and this keeps it standing up nice for you. All right. Now I just fixed some real simple little embellishments to go on this card just to show you. This paper came from Paper Wishes several years ago, and I doubt it's still available. I'm trying to use up some scraps, but it's called Family Ties, and it had some nice. Paper Wishes used to do some things that you could print off, and so all of these little embellishments that I've fixed for these cards came off of these print-offs. You have more room on these cards than you think you do, because you can extend on down. I'm going to use this envelope just to help with a little spacing to show you. You can extend on down past the edge, as long as you don't go past your point marks, and that's fine to do that. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to bring these kind of up on opposing sides and kind of make them where they don't extend past that top line or past this little line here. There. What this says is, family is where life begins and love never ends. I thought that was so sweet. And then I fixed this little centerpiece to go in there. I'm going to put it up on dimension. And the one thing about this card that is a little challenging, to be honest, is there's not any real big surface to write on. So I'll encourage you to get as much of your sentiment on the front as you possibly can, and maybe just put a little signature or something on the back. You can always, of course, add in another little piece of paper in your envelope. There. Now, see how sweet that is? And it just didn't take any time at all. And there it stands. And I'll go back in and put some glossy accents on these hearts and probably those windows, and maybe add a little something in that heart over there as well. But this card's good to go. But now, as I said, you don't have a lot of room to write on the back, but these cards are so unique that I don't think you'll mind that when you do yours. Try them and see what you think, and come back soon. Bye-bye.